Well, I'm sorry about the last stream. We're having some weather here, and we kind of went offline. It says we're offline. Stream help. Why is it offline? Let's refresh this. There we go. Okay, what I'm doing now is I sanded out the bubbles, and like I say, this is my fourth time. If it doesn't get out this time, I don't know what to do. So what I'm doing here is I'm setting it up to paint. I sanded out the bubbles and smoothed them very well, and I put CA over the top of them, and then sanded that out as well. We also had one up here. I probably could dig that out a little more. I just don't know how involved I want to get with this. Yeah, it's a good thing I dug that out because it was not stuck down. I don't understand why the paint didn't stick in these certain spots, because it's primer, so it should have stuck. And then again, like I said, I'm not sure you could see this from 15 foot away. Matter of fact, I would say there's no possible way to see that from 15 foot away. But I do want the best possible. I'd like to win this thing. And in order to win it, you have to have a pretty nice model. There are a lot of good model builders out there. That Dave Platt, boy, he's a super scale builder. I don't know who I'll be competing against. I mean, I've never done it before. Alan Goff, he's got some nice stuff. I can only do what I can do, I guess. We might have lost the camera there. I kicked the wire loose, so it says we're still operational. Check. Yeah. I don't know. I might have to start the stream again. I don't see any don't see any movement in it. Should turn the sound on. Check. Oh yeah, it's working. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish taping it up, get it ready to paint. We're going to dry paint it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish taping it up, get it ready to paint. We're going to dry paint it. Seems that I've lost picture maybe. Just restart all this business here. My head should be in there somewhere. Nope. I'm going to restart the stream. Nope. I'm going to restart the stream. I'm going to restart the stream. Now let's see if that helped. Yep, there we go. Okay. Turn this off. I'm going to try to dry airbrush this on, so this stream probably will not go on very long. We'll put a coat on it and then I'll stop this. It's going to take several coats in order to dry brush the red on there to the point that it's not wet, but it's covered. God, I hope this works, because this will be, like I say, the 4th time. If it doesn't work, I'll just go with it, and I don't know. I might have to go to the body shop or something to see what they do in a case like this. There's absolutely no reason why it should do it. Okay. I got some paper cut here. I take this off into the panel line situation, like I've told you before, ending where the lines are, because I don't have any chartreuse. So there and right at the cowl break. Seems to work pretty good that way. There and right at the cowl break. model building crap drives me crazy. It takes such a vast amount of time and patience to do any of this stuff. I mean, there's just no shortcuts for some of this stuff. I keep thinking that I got all the shortcuts, but I don't. And then if you try to shortcut it, something screws up. So it's just as easy to do it the long way. I don't know. Thought I heard my phone buzzing, but I guess not. Must be hearing things. I want to thank everybody again for donating to get me to the Nats. I went ahead and registered. I got to see about getting a room for the night. For the stunt contest, I kind of already have that set. I'll be going to Brodax, so I'm not sure I'm even going to come home after Brodax, because that's only like 4 days difference. I might just take my tent and stay out at the AMA campground there. If I can handle it. I think I'm going to mix up some different red, a little thicker with less thinner in it. Because I don't want to do this again. Boy, this is the 4th time. This time I went a little farther. I still can feel that it's not going to look right. These here are okay, but this one is not. Might as well sand it and get it right. Still can feel it. This is just too much for a model airplane. I think I was finishing a show car. It's not going to look good there. There's a cut or something in it. And you can't see it, but I can feel it. I don't want to fill it with any of that green putty. That green putty is death in a fillet area. Never use that green putty in a fillet area. I don't understand what the problem is here, because when you look at this, these are fillet material with DC 540 over the top of it, unless there was some kind of contaminant there, and it's in this spot, this spot, and this spot 3 times. This airplane is 87.5 ounces, ready to fly with the battery on board. That's light by scale standards, but I think it's a turd. At least I don't have to add 6 pounds of nose weight. I belong to Lafayette Escadrille, and we have some scale guys in our club that believe that these airplanes have to be built like tanks. And that's just not the case. I mean, the heavier the airplane is, the harder it is going to be able to fly, and the more apt you are to break it. My opinion. We'll see. I'm new to the scale event. I could be 100% wrong. I don't know. This airplane is 73 ounces without the battery. So okay, that looks, I can't feel it now. We've doctored her one more time. I'll probably add a little CA on there. I just don't know. So put a little CA on it and drop. That's got to seal it. It's well, let's see what that was. That was a soda that hit the ground. Can't win. Okay, so I sanded it smooth. I add a little CA to seal it. I'm going to come back to 400, smooth out the CA because it's going to have fingerprints in it. But you don't want to sand through it because we need it sealed. God, I hope this works. grit paper is this? That's 320. Go with this, see what happens. Now I don't want to put any CA here because it'll glue the tape down. So I'm just going to take my chances on that. It was just a small little bubble. But these fillet bubbles drive me nuts. I don't want to put any CA here because it'll tape down. So that feels pretty good. Okay, let's mix up some red paint. That was out of which can? That's not the Rodak can. I want it out of the China red Rodak can. There we go. Oh no, this is Miss Ashley red. That ain't it. Clear. That's Miss Ashley red. And we're not going to get any red. Miss Ashley, that ain't it. Here it is. Insignia. I don't have any left. Not much. You have to be very careful with reds. You know, there's same with blacks. Believe it or not, black. There are different shades of black. PPG 9600, PPG 9700, PPG 9800. They're very similar, but the hue is different. Unbelievable. Hopefully this is we'll dry airbrush it on and it won't lift. You piece of crap. I'm having all kind of trouble. The hose just won't stay on the airbrush bottle. I'm using fuel line because the other hose was attacked. So we'll try to tack it on with a little CA. I am having a hell of a time today. I'm about ready to solder a tube on there. I wonder if that would work. I don't know. There we go. I took a piece of brass tubing, and I am going to cut this and that's what we're going to use. I took a piece of brass tubing. I am going to cut Well, I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try because I couldn't get the tube to stay on the... So I'll hold this up here and maybe you can see it. This tube wouldn't stay on, so I just take a piece of copper tube here and we're going to force it on there. And like so, stick her down in there and that should work. Except I got it too long. Need to cut, how much? ½ inch off. Actually, I could cut it off and stick it into that. That's what we're going to do. Okay, plan B. Plan B is just cut a piece of a short piece, and we're going to put the fuel line over it and use it as a barb, more or less. Okay, on to the next thing. We have this piece of tubing, force it in there like so. That's the ticket right there. Perfect. And we need to plug the air in. Not sure how long we've been running, but whatever it is how long it takes. Okay, that's a dry brush coat. It's going to take quite a bit of paint this way. So I probably am going to just kill the stream and just let you know that the plan is to dry coat this as many times as it takes to get it to cover. Could take several hours, it could take a day. It's going to take whatever it takes. And if I had some primer, so this will be the last, I guess the last stream on this. I'll come back when I'm clearing. I really think I probably should start doing movies instead of streaming, because there's a lot of dead time in the stream, but it sure is a lot easier to stream than it is to make a movie. This one here is probably not going to look as good as it needs to be. Oh, starting to get a little wet there, so I got to stop. I don't want it to shine. I want zero shine on it. So anyway, I'm going to stop the stream. Any questions you can ask me on the forum. You can type the question here. I'll probably take these streams and edit them up and make them one movie. So till I see you again, fair winds, high lines. See ya.